Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into another fascinating cognitive bias from Charlie Munger's Poor Charlie's Almanack, the reciprocation tendency. This psychological principle is one of the most powerful forces driving human behavior. It is the natural inclination to return favors, repay kindness, and respond in kind to actions directed toward us. While this tendency is essential for cooperation and social harmony, it can also be exploited in business, marketing, investing, and even personal relationships. Understanding the reciprocation tendency can help you make better decisions, recognize when you're being influenced, and use it ethically to build stronger relationships in business and life. Reciprocity is deeply ingrained in human nature. It has played a crucial role in the survival of societies throughout history. When people lived in small groups, cooperation was necessary for survival. If one person shared food, others felt an obligation to return the favor. This built trust and strengthened social bonds. Even today, this principle is so strong that it operates on autopilot. When someone does something nice for us, we feel an almost irresistible urge to reciprocate. It is a fundamental part of how we interact with each other. This instinct is so powerful that people will go out of their way to return a favor, even if they didn't ask for it in the first place. This principle is used extensively in business and marketing. Companies understand that if they give something first, customers will feel obligated to return the favor. That's why free samples, discounts, and giveaways are so effective. One of the best examples of this is Costco's free sample strategy. When customers receive a free sample of a product, they feel a subconscious obligation to buy it, even if they had no intention of purchasing it before. Research has shown that people are significantly more likely to buy something after receiving a free sample because they feel the need to reciprocate. Another common example is in the restaurant industry. Waiters and waitresses who leave a small mint or chocolate with the bill often receive higher tips. Studies have found that when a server offers something extra, diners feel an obligation to give back, which results in larger tips. This tendency is also used in sales and negotiations. If a salesperson offers an unexpected discount, a bonus product, or extra service, the customer often feels compelled to return the favor by making a purchase. One of the most famous examples of reciprocity being used on a large scale was the Hare Krishna movement in the 1970s. They would give people free flowers or small gifts in public places such as airports before asking for a donation. Most people didn't even want the flowers, but because they had received something for free, they felt obligated to give something in return. This strategy helped them raise millions of dollars. Reciprocation tendency also plays a role in investing. Many companies build loyalty by offering perks to customers, which can lead to a sense of obligation to support the company. Credit card companies, for example, offer rewards, cashback, and travel points, making customers feel like they are being given something extra. As a result, people are more likely to continue using that credit card instead of switching to a competitor. This tendency is also seen in financial markets, where relationships matter. Investment firms, hedge funds, and brokers often build strong connections by offering exclusive research, invitations to networking events, or personal assistance. These gestures create a sense of reciprocity, making clients more likely to remain loyal or choose them over competitors. In personal relationships, reciprocation is the foundation of social interactions. If someone does you a favor, you naturally feel the need to return it. Friendships, romantic relationships, and even workplace dynamics are often influenced by this tendency. However, this principle can also be manipulated in unhealthy ways. Some people use generosity as a tool to create a sense of obligation in others. For example, someone might give extravagant gifts or go out of their way to help, not out of genuine kindness, but to make the other person feel indebted. This can create unhealthy dynamics where one person feels pressured to return the favor, even at their own expense. A common example of this is in workplace settings. A boss might offer a favor, like giving extra time off or a special project opportunity, and then expect employees to work overtime or take on additional responsibilities in return. The employee may feel uncomfortable refusing, even if it is not in their best interest. The darker side of reciprocation tendency is also seen in scams and manipulation. Con artists use this principle to build trust before taking advantage of their victims. They may offer small gifts, compliments, or favors to lower a person's defenses, making them more likely to comply with larger requests later. This technique is commonly used in social engineering scams, where attackers pretend to be helpful to gain access to sensitive information. By offering assistance, they create a sense of obligation, making the victim feel more comfortable sharing personal or financial details. One of the most dangerous aspects of this tendency is how it makes people more susceptible to making decisions that are not in their best interest. When someone does something for us, we feel an internal pressure to return the favor, even when the cost is much higher than the original gesture. To avoid being manipulated by reciprocation tendency, it's important to recognize when it's being used against you. One of the best ways to counter this bias is to pause before making a decision. If you feel obligated to return a favor, ask yourself whether you truly want to take action or if you are simply responding out of psychological pressure. It's also important to practice mindful generosity. Giving should come from a place of sincerity rather than expectation. If you give without expecting something in return, you remove the power of reciprocity as a tool for manipulation. In business and investing, be aware of incentives designed to trigger this tendency. Whether it's a free offer, a special discount, or a favor from a salesperson, always evaluate whether the decision is truly in your best interest or if you are simply acting out of a sense of obligation. Reciprocation tendency is one of the most powerful psychological forces shaping human behavior. It is the foundation of trust, cooperation, and social harmony. But it can also be exploited to influence decision-making in ways that may not always be rational. By understanding how this tendency works, you can use it wisely to build stronger relationships, make better business decisions, and protect yourself from manipulation. Whether in investing, business, or everyday life, recognizing when you are being influenced by reciprocity allows you to make decisions based on logic rather than obligation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into cognitive biases, mental models, and decision-making strategies inspired by Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Thanks for watching, and until next time, think rationally, act wisely, and invest smartly.